Assalamu alaikum, I'm Nadia Abu El Dahab and I have an odd accent and always have. One reason that I'm coming back to making videos is because I'm in a room by myself, talking to myself, and it's a way where I can focus on my accent. Yes, I am losing my accent. I've lost it. Maybe I didn't have it in the first place. And I want to talk about that. I'm English and always have been. Let's start at the beginning. Growing up, I was lucky enough for my father to have a VHS camcorder and record some childhood memories. And looking back, I had some pretty odd accents. In one clip, I had like a weird Cockney twang to it. I'm not sure if my mum just watched too much EastEnders when I was around. Not sure where that came from, because where I grew up is the southeast of England, where I wouldn't say we have a strong accent, but we definitely have accents. England is known for the most dense amount of accents. I think you can just travel to the next town and they sound a little bit different. I was born and bred in England. All my life surrounded by my English family who relatively lived very local. But occasionally we would have some distant family visit from Ireland. And I remember I was amazed by their accent, but I was very young and I don't think I intentionally did this. And I think though I still do this, I pick up their accent and just reflect whatever I hear. As a child, if you say something that just sounds odd, I just want to repeat it. 33 sounds great. Now, whether I'm actually good at accents, no idea.
No, it's the best.
Are you sure? At what?
Everything.
No.
I do remember that I did find myself sounding Australian, and I do remember friends saying I did. I have no idea why.
But I was quite surprised about how many points I had actually accumulated in the past 2 years. I guess I'm going to ask if I can apply again.
Now that is something I don't get. I don't get what I sounded like, and there wasn't a lot of videos. There's a lot of videos of me at that time. Is it because I just liked how Australians sound? Or because our southeastern accent sounds similar? I have no idea. I definitely don't remember being a fan of Neighbours, but I do remember it was either before or after The Simpsons came on TV. Yeah, good old days. Now, growing up in the 90s, I think that there was always a little bit of influence from American TV, but not as much as now, I would say. I did watch The Simpsons, and I did, a little bit older, watch Friends. So that probably had an influence on me. Here we have 2012. I come to England, I come to Egypt. I'm surrounded by a lot of people who speak English, but with an American accent. I do think it didn't take as much time as I think in my head. It took quite a bit of time for them to have an effect on me, even though, to be honest, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted everyone to sound like me. Can y'all sound like me? About a year ago now, I was working in the UK and I was surrounded by a lot of local people and they were very confused with my accent. At that time, I had just come back from Egypt, so my accent when I'm here, unfortunately, turns this hybrid of American and Egyptian, and it's very strange. I roll my R's a lot more than I do. I would. Hating when I accidentally say pants instead of trousers. It's trousers. Pants? I don't have those. Nope. Like I said, I lived in Egypt for a while whilst at university, and at the American university you find a lot of people, especially nowadays, doing this thing called code switching. And that's when you speak Arabic or speak Egyptian Arabic, and every now and then you just throw in an English word or phrase. And code switching is definitely something that I did and do, because it's sort of a barrier where I don't know the language of Arabic, 100%. I'm not what they call lib or fluent. So whenever I want to speak Arabic, I speak it as much as I can, and then I throw in the word phrase that generally people would know. And so in that case, sometimes people can't even tell that I'm actually English because everybody else code switches. I just look really foreign. So I often find myself code switching. أنا عايزة أتكلم عربي أكتر وعايزة أتكلم عربي لبلب، بس ساعات أنا بنسى الفريز أو الكلمة وأنا بحط إنجليش عادي، بس I can't do my English accent with the code switching of my Egyptian Arabic. I do my code switching in English in a whatever accent comes out, which is American Egyptianish. Now, saying this, I do follow the occasional English vlogger, and I do find also that they do say words in what would seem an American twang, and I don't think they notice, or maybe they do, but it's just a passing thing. Now, despite people thinking that I am American occasionally, I don't think I could do an American accent. Just the other day, somebody said, "Can you do an American accent?" And I just went blank and did the most awful thing. And if you've been following me for even longer time, you would know that I was on the radio once and being interviewed by an American. And he said, "Can you do an American accent?" And all I can think, and still to this day, when somebody asks me the same question, is yes, I can be a cowboy. Yeehaw.
An American accent, can you do it?
American? What kind of American? America's huge. I've never been there. I've just had millions of accents, American accents. So American accent, what do I have here? I don't know quite what I'm saying.
Do you like?
Am I a cowboy? I don't know.
That would be perfect. That's beautiful. Sounds like I picked you up, over the east side of the mountains from, where my kinfolk are from.
Despite following the occasional English vlogger, I do find myself 90% following American content online. You definitely can't take my English accent out of me. It's embedded in me. It just appears every now and then when I focus on, hey, I'm speaking English, I'm from England, this is my accent. Whether somebody from England can tell where in the UK I'm from, roughly, that would be a positive. Interesting fact, in one of my long lists of jobs I want to do in life and things I want to be, one of them would be a voice actress or narrator, purely because, one, I want to still practice my English and sound as English default as I possibly can without any influence. And secondly, I often watch a lot of documentaries about England or about Egypt, mostly Egyptology, and the narrator doesn't know how to pronounce Arabic names, and it just makes me feel uncomfortable. So I would like to represent the English, but also being able to pronounce Ahmed and not Ahmed. I can pronounce Aswan, not Aswan or Aswam. Where are people getting the M? That's what I don't understand. Aswan. Like Aswan? Is anyone else really annoyed by that? They're fine saying Alejandro, but they can't say Ahmed.
Bioarchaeologist Ivona Koziratska-Ogunmakin.
So, National Geographic, call me. So, what is my accent now? I think that when I focus and do a whole, like this entire video, I'm focusing on making it all in English. And I think you can't really take my English accent out of me, despite random words sounding a little bit odd. But I guess that's something to embrace, because yes, I have lived in other countries with other people, and that just happened. It's kind of out of my control. So there we have it. This is my current accent as of 2022, and as I'm speaking English, but if I sound different when I speak into you in Arabic, now you kind of know why. Let me know in the comments below if you've ever noticed my accent changing, or you yourself have been influenced by media with your accent. And I'll see you soon. Salam.